Hi, Goddess of Awesome again here today on day 4, and real fast, since I have an extra minute because I just lost a client, talking to you, making videos. I'll let him sit in the parking lot too long. I just, right now, since I brought up the topic, I wanted to finish the topic, and I'm probably may have to bring this topic up again as relevant moments present themselves, but I wanted to elaborate a little bit more on black boys or gentlemen. And obviously I just spoke about a black boy. And he was young. Maybe he was 30, maybe he was young 20s, maybe he was early 30s, I don't know. What I want to say more than anything is that it doesn't matter to me what color you are or what your ethnic heritage is for me to decide if I'm going to see you or not. That's not what makes me decide who I'm going to see or who I'm not going to see. To me, it's an energy, it's a vibe. And he obviously came in to see me. There's some kind of vibration. I double checked and asked myself, and it felt okay. Double checked with the pendulum, and it was okay. So, he got a green light. He got to come in. But I want to say that, I have seen in the course of my career many amazing, upstanding, white-collared, black gentlemen, persons of African descent who are fresh-pressed and gleaming clean, of course. Anyone who's fresh pressed has just amazing sensibilities on how they carry themselves and how they use their words and how they take care of themselves, and that's it. It's how you use your words that matters to me. How do you speak? How do you use your words on the phone? How did they introduce themselves? I mean, it's just a few words, so small, so not a huge opportunity to convey a lot of information, but with a seasoned ear, I personally, I can hear a lot in a voice or a few words of someone on the telephone. So I just want to say that, obviously I used some examples of what happened in my day-to-day. I couldn't control who came in and seen me. I mean, I could obviously say, no, I don't want to see you, but I don't know what they look like. I don't know what their heritage is, I just care if they're a good person. Are they nice? Are they going to be well-mannered? Are they a gentleman? Like, are they going to be respectful of my words and of my person and of my requests, if I should make any? That's what matters to me. So, real quick, and I'm not going to make this too long, but years ago, hi, Angela. Hi. Years ago, I had a friend named Angela, and we were friends. I mean, she called me for my ad, and she was putting together an in-call, and I didn't have an in-call. I was only doing out-call at that time. Just fresh, I'm 22, just got into the game, just got back in the industry, and I didn't have a place to host. So she called me up. She sounded amazing, just absolutely amazing. I mean, her voice, everything about her. She is an amazing woman. We had some kind of falling out, and probably there was some miscommunication. Maybe we could have expressed ourselves better, and I don't know. I'll probably have to share this more detailed with you another day about what happened with my acquaintance friend Angela, who also did this work. But, on the phone, you would never know she was black. She had a beautiful, very educated voice, and maybe if she made some kind of little sound or something, you might be able to tell that she was African American, but for the most part, she just talked like a classy chick, So, she was one of the first persons to ever warn me about working on black boys. I'm going to say boys, because black men, men know what's up. Men are good. The good ones are good, The ones who don't know much or aren't fully treating others with complete due respect, we'll leave those as boys, right? So Angela, excuse me, it's so heater, you know, it's, I don't know how cold it is. It was -7 last night when I was driving up, so it's pretty cold. The heater's been going on all day, drying out my little lungs and throat. But getting back to Angela, just say this really quick. So she had warned me not to see black gentlemen or black boys, you know, and I asked her why, you know, because I had seen some already. I had seen black boys before. I didn't, you know, if you sound ghetto, I don't care what color you are. You can be white and sound ghetto. You can be all sorts of ethnicities and sound like you're part of the hood, you know. I'm not trying to disrespect anybody, but, you know, it just matters how you use your words, you know. So Angela was describing to me how she doesn't see black gentlemen because, for whatever reason, because she was black. No, she wasn't all black. She had Native American in there. You know, we're all mutts, right? I mean, I'm Native American, English, Irish, and German. Everybody's a mutt, right? All these people, everyone in our country, most of us, were mutts. So she was letting me know that she doesn't see black gentlemen because, now this is interesting, because they don't respect her. They don't respect her words, and they don't respect her sensibilities. And she told me that, you know, they'll come in knowing what the rules are, but for some reason, because she's black also, you know, that they would be more forceful to push her into things that she doesn't want to do. She was only a massage therapist. She just did the same stuff I did. Just a rub and a tug, you know. So that was firsthand information from a friend, a dear friend for a long time, who is African American, who told me not to work on black men. Isn't that interesting? When a couple years down the road, she and I had an opportunity to buy a franchise of an online directory. Now, it never came into fruition. We never made any money. The ads never went paid. But we did put some effort in towards that, you know. And so the woman who owned this, she still owns it, this advertising agency, you know, we discussed this topic at some point along in some of our meetings, and she had said, and this is a woman who she owns a directory, right? Like tons of people, all different kinds of girls from all different walks of life come to her to place an ad, and it goes up online. You know, that was before you could post your own ads online. So she said that in her experience that she had heard from just talking to people who'd come into her advertising agency to place their ads that a lot of that this is what she said. She said that white women are more likely to see a black gentleman than black girls. Isn't that interesting? And that would be true for Angela, because that's exactly what Angela told me. Angela told me that if she sees someone who's African American, she feels like they're more pushy with her, and they don't respect her boundaries or her sensibilities, and it's not worth it, you know, so she doesn't see them. And I mean, I've discovered anybody of any ethnicity can push your boundaries, right? It's not exclusive to one race or another, one color, one ethnicity, one make of the human brand model. It's not exclusive to that. So anyone can be pushy. But I did think it was interesting that in her experience of this realm, she had written off African American men because they don't respect her. So, you know, for me, when I hear the voice, it doesn't matter who you are, I'm always going to listen very carefully. And, you know, going to some of the southern states, when I first started going down there, I couldn't tell who the hell was white or black. They all sounded the same on the telephone. They did. There were times I wondered if I thought I might have booked with a black man, and then a white guy shows up. Because the draw, right, the southern draw, like, it was hard to just differentiate. I couldn't hear it. And now I can probably hear the difference a lot better. I've been hanging out in a lot of different states for about a decade, you know. Similar thing happened to me when I first went to New York. One time I double booked without knowing, because all the New Yorkers, and no disrespect to anybody, but when you're not used to hearing that accent, you all sound the same, you know, and especially on the telephone. So I remember double booking somebody on accident. I had two people show up at the same time. It was awful. And the guy who was in position, oh boy, did he just spat fire, you know, all sorts of things. He was going to post things in my town, my hometown, he said, and ruin my business at home. And I was able to calm him down. You know, I was able to apologize and let him know what had happened. I had no idea. I thought I was talking to the same person. They sounded the exact same. I didn't know I was talking to a new person. You know, so maybe that's a little off topic now, but getting back to the idea of African American men or Eastern people from the Middle East or any other kind of culture, you know, Hispanic, I see people of all humanness. If you're a human being and you have good manners and you use your words well and you're kind and respectful and you're not pushy and self-entitled and you convey a decency about you, then I definitely would probably give that person a chance, you know, to come in and see me. So I just wanted to clarify that. I wasn't trying to get on the topic of African American or black boys or anything like that. I mean, probably a subject that needs to be covered, but because, you know, there's certain red flags go up, and for some people, instantly. And I just want to say, for me to hear an African American voice doesn't necessarily raise tons of flags. It's only how they use their words and how that comes about, you know, for me to make a decision if I'm going to see them or not. So, okay, that's all. I'm going to wrap that up for today. I can't believe you got 3 videos today. I barely knew if I was going to get one. So, I'm the Goddess of Awesome. I will have another video for you tomorrow when I take you up the road about an hour or so. So, bright blessings and be well.